not a recording of someone using a computer. There is no person here. The mouse is being moved by an artificial intelligence called Claude. This was a beta feature when Anthropic launched it in late 2024. By 2026, this is no longer just a demo. It is inside customer support queues, coding tools, and internal operation dashboards doing small pieces of real work before most users even notice. Most people can define the word agent in 3 sentences. Almost none of them can tell you what's exactly or actually happening on this screen, why it works, or why it's about to break in a way you should know about. 80% of what you have heard about AI agents is marketing. The other 20% is a genuine shift in how software works. But the part nobody is showing you is how often it breaks. In the next 10 minutes, the cleanest definition that holds up across every major vendor, 2 demos that will surprise you, and failure mode that has already cost a real company a court case. What an agent actually is. You already know what a chatbot is. It replies, you ask, it answers, and the conversation ends. You probably also know what a fixed automation is, like a Zapier app. It follows rules. If the email arrives, it sends that notification. An AI agent is neither. Watch this demo. Scripted booking task. Claude is being asked to find the cheapest flight from Bengaluru to Goa next weekend. Nobody told it which website to use. Nobody told it the order of steps. Watch what it does. It opens a browser, goes to make my trip. The results don't load properly. It pauses, goes to clear trip instead. Filters by price, finds 3 options, compares, picks one, drafts an email summarizing the choice. Stop and notice something. Nobody wrote a rule that said, if make my trip fails, try clear trip. The model saw the failure, changed the route, and kept the goal alive. That tiny decision is the difference between automation and an agent. An agent is a software that picks what to do next based on what it sees, then uses tools to actually do it. Brain, memory, tools. The brain is the AI model. The memory is what it remembers from earlier in the task. The tools are anything it can act on. Your browser, your calendar, your file system, that's the entire concept. The capability that should make you uneasy. SWE agent on a real GitHub issue. This is an open source agent called SWE agent or SWE agent. It's been given a real bug ticket from a real codebase. Watch. It clones the repository, reads the file structure, identifies which file has the bug, writes a fix, runs the tests. 2 tests fail. It rewrites the fix, runs again, they pass. It opens a pull request with a description. 4 minutes. The reason this matters is not that one bug got fixed. It's that there's now a public benchmark called SWE Bench Verify with 500 real bug tickets from real open source projects. The top agents in 2026 are solving more than 80% of them. That's not a research demo, that's where the field is. Despite of all of this, the most credible voice in AI engineering thinks we are at the very start of agent era, not anywhere near the middle. Andre Karpathy, who used to lead AI at Tesla, calls this the year of agents, the decade of agents. The reason isn't capability, it's reliability. A research paper called MAST analyzed 7 major agent frameworks last year. The failure rate on the real tasks ranged from 41% to 87%. Read that again. The best agent systems in 2026 fail almost half the time. The worst fail 9 times out of 10. The failures aren't dramatic, they are worse than dramatic. They are plausible. The pattern to watch for. An agent invents one clean looking fact. A customer name, an invoice number, a delivery address. The customer relationship management system accepts it. The billing system accepts it. The email tool accepts it. By the time a human sees it, the fiction has become operational data. This is no longer hypothetical. In early 2024, Air Canada lost a tribunal case after its chatbot gave a passenger incorrect refund advice. The airline argued the chatbot was a separate legal entity responsible for all its actions. The tribunal disagreed. The agent made a decision. The human only appeared when it was the time to pay the settlement. That is the first chapter of a category of legal cases that will define 2026 and 2027. What this means, AI agents are real, they are doing work, they are also fragile in a specific way. Not they crash. Worse, they produce confident, well-formatted, completely wrong output. The companies getting this right aren't running the smartest models. They are the ones where human has to click approve before the agent sends a real email or commits a real transaction. That one checkbox is the entire difference between a useful system and a lawsuit. The job title that matters in 2027 isn't AI engineer, it's the person who reviews what the agent did before it reaches the customer. Every company will need that role. Almost nobody is training for it yet. Karpati's exact phrase from his Stanford talk in late 2024 is partial autonomy. He's not hedging, he's describing what the benchmark data actually shows. Software that does real work but needs a real human watching. Get good at being that human. That's where the next decade of work is. Call to action. One more thing. The agent story in India is genuinely different from what Western coverage assumes. Tata Consultancy Services and Infosys are not just buying agents, they are rebuilding their delivery model around them. That video is already in research. Comment India if you want it next.